Hey, what's up guys? Lucat here. Today I want to talk about my guide for digital artists, and that's what I do. I want to help you guys by giving some tips, tricks, like specific stuff that you can do to just elevate your own digital art, elevate your processes, and really just start making the type of art that you want to make. So, number one is really the medium that you're getting into, digital media, using that media efficiently. For me, I have been using digital tools for like 5 years now. I started with an iPad and Procreate, all of which was kind of just, natural. I'd been drawing a lot, and I was gifted an iPad, and I find that to be one of like the luckiest gifts I've ever gotten. I'm so grateful for it still to this day. So I used that iPad and Procreate, which is a pretty cheap software, and I was able to sort of start getting into that like digital art rabbit hole. And I was just, looking on YouTube for my information, and there's a lot out there. So number one, to be able to use your tool efficiently. So if you're using Procreate, Photoshop, Krita, Clip Studio Paint, Ibis Paint, Art Studio Pro, Blender, there's countless. Even if you're using MS Paint, there are a lot of things that digital media tools offer that a lot of other YouTubers will not really get into, and instead they'll just treat it like, well, I'm going to give you a process, and this process is going to be your key to being able to elevate your art. Well, personally, I don't think that's the case. Using your tools efficiently really depends on the tool you're using, but there's one thing that I think all digital media has in common for the most part. It's the fact that you can just start another canvas, add another layer almost indefinitely, and you can do it non-destructively. So you can make 100 drawings, draw on top of them 5 times each, and you can still have every single version and iteration of those drawings. Now that itself is such a great thing to take advantage of, especially if you're going to be primarily making digital art that is supposed to be viewed digitally. There's so much that you can do in terms of experimentation that digital offers, and that is the main reason why I use it. I use it to efficiently experiment, try new processes, try new things. That's why I'm kind of over YouTubers talking about one specific process, or this is the way that you'll learn how to do colors. This is the way that you're going to learn how to do shading or value. I'm instead interested more in methods of thinking, philosophy, and sort of building your own personal way to do things. That's why when I share things on this channel, I try not to be too prescriptive. Instead, I try to just say, hey, this is the way I think. Use it if you think it can help you. A lot of other people will not do that. So yeah, using these tools, experimenting as much as you can as a digital artist is your best asset, because using traditional media, you don't have unlimited layers. You don't have unlimited paper. The paper itself, you put enough material onto the paper, you put enough graphite, charcoal, paint, it's gonna take it, and there's gonna be a limit to how much it can take. With a digital tool, especially if you have one that's portable, like an iPad or a tablet, or even your phone, you can simply add another layer. You can do different things. You can import photos. There's a lot of really great possibilities. And that sort of goes into my next point, that being yourself. Now, that's something that I like to talk about and something that I really stress. So being yourself and making decisions that really are a way to question your own taste and fulfill what you want out of your art. Social media is a game that a lot of people play without knowing that they're playing, and it really gets into your head as a digital artist. Just seeing so many beautiful pieces of artwork, also now seeing an influx of just a bunch of data collected, generated images from these AI models, that can really get into your head. But the way I sort of stay grounded is by making stuff just for me. An example is the painting that is happening right behind me. I'm just sort of sketching, and that's for me, to be able to explore ideas while maybe I'm listening to stuff that I'm studying, whether it be color or form or anatomy. Those are a lot of the things that I'm interested in, or painting in general, just as a medium or an art form. And being able to create for yourself, specifically, just for you, your own audience first, is something that I think truly doing really can also elevate your work. And not worrying about what social media is asking of you, not worrying about all these other things, because if you want to be an artist, that being a social media artist is a subsect. It's different. Being an artist first is really just about you and your personal expression. You're speaking through the art. You're saying something, or you're expressing something through the visual media. And doing that digitally, it can really get hard. But doing it for yourself, trust me, that is the way. That is the way I've been able to make so many paintings. That is the way I'm able to confidently speak about these things, is just because doing it for myself has been the most enjoyable times I've really had creating art. And that brings me to the last point. Now, this will be short and simple because I don't want this video to be too long, but keep it simple. There are a lot of people who will give you a process, overcomplicate things. You're gonna find that you'll overcomplicate things in your head. But remember, the tools you're using as a digital artist are very, very complex. They've taken, years to get to the point where they are. There's a lot of code, engines, there's so many different things that go into that. And it's the same thing with real life. I mean, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But keeping it simple for yourself, meaning this: you are a person, and if your goal is to make art, step one is being a person. I think you requires a human being to make art. You're human. Make anything. That's art. You're an artist. You did it. Make something truly. And it's as simple as that. And if you need that satisfaction of even just calling yourself an artist or feeling like you're making stuff, just know you're doing enough. Truly. In my personal opinion, you're doing enough. So yeah, keep it simple. Just go out and do it is my main point I always like to say, but I truly believe it. So yeah, thank you for listening. This is sort of just a couple tips and ideas while you watched that drawing. So I hope you liked it. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.